Let's record it. So in our previous session, we discussed about digital marketing and online business growth mastery. And that was the foundation of digital marketing. The essence of that now is to let you understand that digital marketing is beyond running advertisements. So digital marketing is all about being strategic, like it's all about solving a problem. And the more problem you solve is the more money you make, you get. Even when you are selling something, if you don't have anything that is solving a particular problem to people, they cannot walk into your shop or office to buy something from you. So people only buy because what you are selling is solving a particular problem to them. So, and that's exactly what digital marketing is all about. So, and I know many people say they want to become a digital marketer, and the first thing they usually think of is working in a very big companies and maybe establishing their own marketing agency. I'm not saying any of this is bad, no, but I want you to understand now that even if you own a business, using the skills and experience, everything you've learned here, to use it to advance your business is also part of marketing. You get? So, and don't just say that my business is too small to apply this skill. In fact, that will actually help it better because when you have a small business and you apply your marketing skills to it, so the business should be able to scale faster. Now, in our previous, that was last week, okay, this week rather, majority of you have submitted the assignments. You can see your assignment has been evaluated by our facilitators. And to be honest, I was actually very much impressed to some results. While some I'm also not impressed at all because some of the things I see here but I know, yes, we are starting, but the most important thing now is that, like I said, please, no matter how busy you are, make sure you dedicate at least, even if it's 20 minutes in a day, to go through all those courses. You'll be surprised that within 3 to 4 days you are done. You get? So don't just give an excuse that you are busy. You are not the busiest person on earth. You get? You are not the business person on earth. No matter how many business you think you run, I believe the likes of Elon Musk, Aliko Dangote, those ones who already know that yes, they have actually built something more like a generational wealth. You get? So I believe you can see how the kind of wealth they have actually accumulated. But if they want to take an action, I'm not saying I've been opportune to meet any of them. No, I've not met any of them, but I can tell you for free now because in my marketing firm, in most of some of the wealthy people I've actually worked with. So one thing I understand now is that they don't joke with their time. If they tell you we are going to have this conversation by 2 o'clock p.m. sharp, they make sure they are there. That's 2 o'clock p.m. So what I'm trying to let you understand, Enan, is that your timing is very important. And not just say, I'm going to take the course today, then you keep on procrastinating. You get? If each and every one of us should tell you how much we've actually lost because of procrastination, you'll be very surprised, including you listening to me. Because in most cases, I believe today is Saturday, there is something you must have told yourself that you want to do this thing today. At the end of the day, you end up not doing that thing. Maybe you were scrolling on social media and you're now watching all these AI-generated videos. Before you know, you find yourself spending 5 hours. Before you know, we now have class. You cannot see none. The reason why you are stuck in that particular place now is because you've not actually programmed your time. So try as much as possible. And that's also why I said, if you know you don't have chance, you can be using early morning, 4 o'clock a.m. to do something. Use it to be very productive. The reason why I picked that time, because that time has actually worked for me. And by that time, everybody is sleeping. So nobody is disturbing me. Not even my child is disturbing me. That time I have. In fact, even people that are even on generator, by that time their fuel has already finished. So everywhere is quiet. So Everywhere is very calm. It is now easy for me to read whatever I want to read, watch videos, and digest it again. So once it sees everybody is awake, life continues. So please, the reason I'm saying this now is because for some people just watch only even the lesson one, they do not even complete it. And thank God that we actually built this new website, even though I know we have some many improvements we still have to do. Thank God we built that website because this actually helps us to track many things. As you mean, is in previous cohorts now, we are asked questions, and like I don't need to ask any of you because each and every one of you, I know your performance. You get, I know how far you've gone, I know where you are lagging behind because of the new structure we just built. You get. So, but the most important thing is make sure you practice. And by now, I believe each and every one of you have gotten access to your domain. Remember, I told you before, we are going to provide you with a subdomain and hosting where you're going to be practicing your website. Now, for those of you that have not gotten access to that, the person you're going to message is message Yaya. I believe Yaya is in that group, in the general, in your group, which is third cohort, digital marketing. Message him, is going to grant you access to cPanel, give you access to your WordPress dashboard rather. So where you're going to be, when you're watching the video, you're also doing what? Practicing. And for those of you that have gotten to the point of website customization, you now see that the kind of website we build there, I think that's a manufacturing organization, which we use mamangozi.com, for example. And the reason I started with that now is because that's just a basic website. Don't see that as a work. There's no work there. It's just that when you are building a website, you know, you need to start from the smallest part first. So if we should start with advanced theme, now it's going to become a very big work. And one of the things we did now is that your assignment, you guys will be submitting assignments latest before, for those of you who have not taken any action, I'm saying this so that you'll be you know how fast we want this program to be moving, because the next course you're going to be enrolled on now is search engine optimization. You get? Now, you guys will be submitting your assignments before Thursday. This Thursday that's coming now, but that assignment is going to be group assignments. This one is not difficult. Now, how it's going to be group now is your facilitator is going to handle other parts. Now, let's say, for example, you guys want to build a website. I believe in each group is more than 9 students. So one person can build the home page of the website, and that person build about us page, and that person contact us page, and that person can do plugin installation and all that. You get? So that's why we said, in fact, that Thursday is even too fast. If possible, you guys can even submit it before Tuesday next week. It's still very good, but let's not rush the whole process. You get? If you understand how to build one particular page, you are good to go. Now, remember, as I said, it's a group assignment. For those of you who are taking us back, like, I'm not saying like you are fast, slow learner. If you're a slow learner, we know, you get, because we are seeing your progress on the website. But I'm talking about those people who have not taken any action at all. They have not done anything. So if you fail to join the group assignments, now, once your team have submitted, the assignment is going to be graded. They will be moved to the next course, which is search engine automation. Now, you personally, you'll be required to build a complete website. You are going to build homepage, about us page, contact us page, everything, depending on the website you are building. Whether you choose to build a blog, you choose to build a manufacturing organization platform, a school website, government website, anything you decide to build, you get. But please make sure you take your time to participate in the assignments. Now, I want to know if you guys have a question on this search engine optimization, you get. So if you have a question, remember today's session we are focusing on, I say search engine automation, WordPress website development, based on the video you've watched before. I don't want us to remain on questions, right? So that now if you have any place that is confusing, then we are going to do what? I will share my screen. Then all those things that is available on Udit, or those places you are confused, we now do what? Do it live so that we correct the place that you are lagging behind and all that. So I would like to pick just 3 questions. 3 questions. If you have questions, you can raise your hand. You know what I mean by raising your hand, not to raise your hand up like this. I think we have a thumbnail there on your screen. Any question, or is everybody satisfied? Okay, that's very good. Oh, I don't know that's okay. Okay, that's good. We have okay, Casey, I can go ahead. Sorry if I not pronounced that name well. Oh, forgive me.
No
You can go
problem.
ahead.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, fine evening, ma.
Yeah. Mine is not question per se.
Okay,
It's just a request.
okay,
My request is, I don't know, can you shift the date of the submission a little further, maybe Friday or Saturday? The reason why I'm requesting for this is because someone like me is a very slow learner. In
okay,
fact, I'm learning at a snail pace, coupled
okay,
with with network issue,
okay,
unstable network, and this has really affected my work. So I don't know. I am maybe pleading that maybe if it is possible,
okay, okay.
maybe we extend the date for submission.
Okay, that's very good. I want to ask, have you moved to this to WordPress website development, right?
Yes, I'm in module 4.
Module 4. Okay. I think module 4, what's the topic on module 4 there?
That's choosing the right theme, installing and activating theme.
Okay, okay,
What again? Theme and website design. I think that's the topic.
okay, okay. That's very good. Since you're at module 4, you're almost at the end, you get, because you know the major work there is basically okay. The major work there is where to design the website. Though designing that part is not that much easy. It's not that much difficult rather. You get. So for the time for the extension, now here's the thing. Even if it's less for me, sir, I will even say okay. You guys can submit your assignments next month. You get. But you know, if we say we should make it that way now, it means now that some part of the program we are supposed to do next week now, we will jump that one out again. You get. But since you're at module 4, even if you take today, tomorrow, um, before Monday, self, today is Saturday now. Tomorrow is okay. You do today. Okay, we already having a session. We do tomorrow. Do next tomorrow. You should be able to cover up to module 8. And module 8, I believe we've covered things about how to customize the website on that aspect. You get. So where I know you might be finding mostly difficulties, the side we did about improving website speed. Even though we did not go deep there because we have a complete course on search engine optimization that's talking about technical SEO, how to optimize website speed and all that. Okay. But like I said, this thing has been noted. You get, it all depends on what everybody here is saying. You get, if majority of you say we should extend the duration, there's no problem, we can do that. You get. But but as you're at module 4, let me be very honest, you're at module 4, you've actually gone far because many people are still within module 2, you get. And why some people, let me also say this, some people are already completed, they are close to the assignments. Do you understand? Some people are at module 12 at the moment now, you get. So, but there's no problem, we've noted that. So I believe the team is also listening to that, and it's based on what your colleagues also see here. Now that will not determine whether we are going to extend the time of the assignment. And please don't forget, again, for the assignment submission, like I said, even if you did not submit next week, you can still submit next month. But the only thing then is that anytime you submit, that's when we are going to grant you access to the next course. Because how we want it now is we don't want a situation whereby if you do not understand website development, you'll not be entering a search engine. It's going to be very difficult. You don't understand what we are going to be doing there. It's not like somebody who did not took the first lesson. You're now entering website development. So is the training is getting more advanced as we progress. You get. But no problem. I've noted that. Thank you very much for that question. We have Marianne. Okay. Madam Marianne, you can go ahead.
Okay, good evening, sir.
Yeah, fine evening, ma.
Um, my question is about the AI ChatGPT that we use in designing the website.
Okay.
I see that you're recommending ChatGPT. Can we also use other AIs like Cloud and others?
Yes. Okay, in designing website, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, you can use other AI. None
Oh,
like Cloud. You can even use Grok, even Gemini. All of them can do
mm,
that. But here's the thing. You remember we have a separate course. We have a course on artificial intelligence. Do you get?
yes, sir.
So now the reason why I have to use that AI in building that website is because, like I usually said, we are now in artificial intelligence era. That doesn't mean that we should run away from AI. You get, but at the same time, don't use AI to the point whereby you no longer have to think again. No, you need to think and give AI. Let AI do the working for you. You get. In fact, there is a course. Okay, is another course on its own. How to build a website using AI. You see all those things we build on that website. For those of you who have gotten to module 12 by now. Now to build that whole course now. Okay, let me use to record that video. To record that video, if we should join the duration, everything should be approximately 2 hours. It means it takes us more than 2 hours to record our videos from beginning to the end. But to build a website like that, if we should use AI to build it again, it's going to take us less than 10 minutes. 10 minutes,
Okay.
highest 10 minutes. So it means we have another course for AI. But the reason why we're not going deep into that now is because if you start all those ones, and many of you will not even pay attention to WordPress website development again. You're just focusing on the AI. You get. So you can use another AI. The answer is yes. Yes.
Okay.
ChatGPT is actually one of the most popular. That's why we're focusing more on that. And uh, Claude, this thing, Claude is more of an advanced AI too. You get, but we are getting to that. It's not only ChatGPT. That's not the only AI. We have a separate course on AI. There are AI for writing, AI for video, AI for ads, AI for websites, AI for image. You understand? So we'll get to that.
Okay, thank you, sir. And I have another question
Okay.
about the domain name. Like
Okay.
after buying the domain name, can I still change the name?
Okay.
Like
After,
modifying the name after paying?
o- okay. Whether after buying domain name, whether you can still change the domain to another name, Abby.
Yeah, like if I can still modify it or change it completely.
Okay, here is how it works. Domain is just like, remember what I explained in that video. Domain is just like you buying a land. You get. Remember,
Yes.
let's say you buy a land. Who state do you stay, ma?
I live in Kano.
Okay, in Kano. Okay. I don't know. I've not been to Kano before, and I will even like to visit there very soon. So let's assume
Oh,
now that, uh, can you name any most popular place in Kano?
Tabongeri.
You say?
Tabongeri.
Okay, Tabungele. Okay. Let's say there
Yes,
is a
sir.
hotel in that environment, and that hotel
Yeah.
is located at number 1, Tabungele Street. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Now, that
Yeah.
hotel, now, they want to change they say they want to, remember, the hotel is located at number 1. That number 1, that's where it's going to be till this earth, till the
Yeah.
end of this world. So if they say they want to change, they have to do what? Go to another location and buy land there.
Okay.
I don't know if you understand the example I'm trying to
Ye-
give you now.
Yes, I'm
So there's no way you
understanding.
can modify a domain. The only best way
Oh,
to modify domain is to buy another one.
wow.
Do you
Okay.
understand? So
Yes,
because
sir.
your domain name remain your domain name. If it's mamangozi.com,
Okay.
it's mamangozi.com. You get. So if you
Oh,
want to modify, is either what? You buy another domain. Let's say you buy ikinferry.com, then do what? Redirect mamangozi.com to ikinferry so that your old people that know you, when they want to visit, they'll just click on it to visit. That's what they call, there's what called redirectory domain. You get. So
oh,
but remember, even when you are redirecting it, you still need to be paying money. You are renewing domain yearly. You still need to pay money for the old one. You get. So if you
okay.
want to abandon the old one and focus on the new one, it means you need to buy new domain. I just want you to understand that the domain name you purchase is permanent. So you
Oh,
cannot change it. The best way to change is to buy another one. You get. I'm not saying that if
oh,
you're building a website that I cannot change the domain. No. You can actually change the domain, right? But
yes.
changing the domain means you are buying another new domain.
Another one, not the same one. I cannot modify. Okay.
Exactly.
All right. Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome. Okay, let me take two more questions. If first Nachi can go ahead.
Okay, good evening, sir.
Yeah, fine evening, ma.
Okay, so my own is an observation. Like, I was given access to the course very late. After doing the module one,
Okay,
the
sorry, you
overview
say
of
you
the
were given
course, I
access
couldn't
to
move
what?
to the next. I was given access to the course. I think that was on Wednesday or Thursday.
Okay,
So after the overview, I couldn't move to the next module. So I reached out to my facilitator. I think it took them the whole day to resolve it.
okay,
And because of that, I've not had time again to even start the course proper. I'm looking at this weekend. But now that you said that we are going to build a group website and submit probably on Thursday, so I want to please, can we extend the date of submission for those of us that have not truly
okay.
mastered the
Okay, I remember you. You first sent message in the group, right? That you were stuck at the overview of the course, right?
Yes,
Okay.
yes,
Like I said, the most important thing then on is that for everybody, that depends on your facilitator. You get, your facilitator is going to provide more answer on that aspect when you're going to submit your assignment, because the facilitator will be the person to evaluate your assignment. You get. So let me not just say much things about, but I just believe that your facilitators know how far you've gone. You get. And if you have any issue like that, you can easily reach out to your facilitator directly. You get, because they also have access to, if you have any issue, they can rectify it as well. You get. So there's no problem. Somebody have asked a similar question before for the extension. Thank you. Now somebody asked question about, can you change hosting? Yes, the answer is 100%. You can change hosting. Now remember I said it before, even when you start with, on Namecheap, for example, they have different hosting plan. Let's assume now that you start with share hosting, for example. And remember that share hosting, they have different share hosting plan. They have Stellar, which is the cheapest. Now let me share my screen. Okay, but before then, I'm going to take one more question. Now you upgrade to Stellar. Let's assume you purchase Stellar, for example. Now later in the day, your website increase, then you do what? Migrate to Stellar Plus. You get, they have a Stellar Business too. You move to Stellar Business. Now let's assume now that your website become more, you have more users. You can also migrate to VPS plan. You can also migrate from there to dedicated plan. And you know the good thing about it, you are not losing any of your information there. None of your users know that you change your hosting. It's just you that know. Do you understand? And another important thing again about when you migrate hosting is the money you pay when you are using the same hosting plan or hosting platform like Namecheap or whichever platform you want to use. If you are migrating, let's assume now you purchase Stellar and you buy it at the rate of 10,000 naira for 1 year. I'm giving you an example. Now, you've used it for like 2 months, right? And your website grew. Then you want to do what? Migrate to VPS. Remember, use it 2 months, meaning you still have 10 months left. Now, what happened? You want to migrate, you can message a hosting platform that you want to do what? Migrate. Just send a message. They will help you to do the migration. Now, the money the remaining, the unused balance, which is that 10 months left, they can use it to do what? Cover the remaining. Meaning, the VPS you want to migrate to, they are going to do counterbalance. If the VPS costs 15,000 naira, they will say, okay, since the Stellar plan is 10,000, and if you use it for just 2 months alone, okay, your money left is 8,000 naira. I hope you understand where I'm heading to. Meaning you need to pay a balance of 7,000 naira. That's exactly how hosting works. But in terms of domain, you cannot change your domain. Like the way you migrate hosting, you get. So domain is just that name. That's the name you have. If you are changing it, means you are changing your website address. Thank you about that question. Now, somebody, Bob Chidebere, can go ahead, sir.
Good evening.
Yeah, fine evening, sir.
Yeah. Please, my question is this, yeah. In Module 7, you talked about Wordfence security plugin.
Okay.
So while using Wordfence security plugin, is there no need for us to use Cloudflare after using the Wordfence security plugin?
Okay.
Because previously I used Cloudflare for my security. So now after using that Wordfence security, so no need of me now using Cloudflare, or please can you throw more light on that? I would like to know better.
Okay, that's a very good question. For those of you who does not know what Cloudflare is all about, I believe you must have visited a website. You must have visited a website before, and the website is just loading. They tell you that you should wait for a few minutes, that they want to verify your this thing, your address. You get the essence of Cloudflare and that of Word Defense. They are performing the same function. You get, and there is no point of even having the two plugin on your platform, on your websites. Remember what I said there? When you have, it's not advisable having two plugins that is performing the same function, because they are going to conflict with each other. You get, it's just like you are feeling you have a headache, right? You take what's it called, herbal medicine that is going to resolve that issue. Then you still take all this Western drug. You go to pharmacy and say you have a headache. They will still administer another drugs, give you injection. You know, it's going to become a very big issue. The herbal medicine and the Western, they will start fighting. You get. So there's no, it's not advisable. If you are using Cloudflare, is also very, very good. You get, but you know that one, it requires more of advanced configuration. You get.
Yeah.
So in fact, that one in part of we still have it under our advanced website customization. Remember this WordPress customization we did? This is just beginner level of it, so that most of you will understand what it's all about. We have an advanced side again, advanced course, but that one I will move it to during your internship. You get, during that internship. Now there's another plugin again that is called Heartbeats. You get, Heartbeats now is, in most cases, it also helps to fight what we call spamming. You know, remember that Cloudflare also helped to fight spamming. But in most Cloudflare, before you get the best features you are looking for, you need to upgrade to premium plan. Do you understand? So that's one of the major disadvantage. If you are using Cloudflare already and it's giving you the work, there's no point of using a Wordfence. And remember another thing I said, even everywhere WordPress website, as far as you did not disclose your password to anybody, is actually very safe, because the safety is actually, it depends on your hosting providers. That's just the honest truth. The safety depends on your hosting providers of it. And your hosting, even if your website is hacked, they can easily recover that back for you. But the essence of all these security plugin is to avoid things like all this spamming. Now, what is spamming? Spamming is, there are people, when we get to link building, okay, that's the next course we are entering next week, which is search engine optimization. There's what we call link building. Some people now, they usually go to different comment section, they would be doing spamming, meaning, let's say you write something about, let me use Tunubu, for example. You write about Nigeria politics, right? Now, imagine the person now will come outside and start dropping a post about the war that is happening in Ukraine. Do you understand? So the person is just saying anything, something, or maybe the person is even not talking. You are talking about politics. The person is not telling you, hotel in Aja or hotel in Victoria Island is more expensive, this and that. They're just trying to spam your website. And what they do now is that they embed a link that leads to the website they want to build. They want to build backlink on. So all those things now, when you have so many comments on your blog, then your website will start slowing down. You get that is one. But that type of strategy in building link, that's what we call black hat SEO. We are going to get to that point. You understand what I mean? Meaning Google does not even accept that strategy at all. It's going to have issue with your website. Another way again is that many hackers, they still use spamming to gain access to your websites. Again, I hope I've answered your question, sir.
Okay. So you have answered my
Okay.
you have answered my question, and then again, kind of, though I have not gotten to the end of the course yet. I think I'm around mod 9 or so.
Okay.
But then I'm asking to hide my this thing, admin, WP admin.
Okay, you've not gotten access to your WP admin, right?
No. I'm just asking, like, to hide my WP admin. Like, please, the
Okay.
plugin that would be very okay to use in hiding my WP admin.
Okay. There are many plugins that can give you access to that. You get now, I think it's time. Let me share screen because all these questions you're asking is very necessary so that not everybody is understand what you're talking about. You get so let me share my screen so that all of us will be learning together. Where is this Mamangozi? Okay. Okay. Share screen. Hey. 2 minutes. So why is this? Okay, can you guys see my screen?
It is still sharing. Okay, it's now live.
Okay. Now, he asked a question, how can he hide his WP admin? Now, let me show you guys what WP admin is all about. That website we use for that training is called mamangozi.com. Now, this is the website. You can see mamangozi.com like this. Do you understand? Now, what does he mean by hiding his WP admin? Now, remember, this website, now, as it is like this, if you want to gain access to the dashboard, to your admin dashboard, I believe all of you can see my screen, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, to gain access to your admin dashboard, where you're going to do all this customization, like change any information, all you need to do is to add / you can put WP-admin. You get, but if that one is, you just click on enter. Now, when you click on enter, you can see it's not displaying us words. Login. You can see WordPress. So it's not easy for people to know that this website was built using WordPress. You get. Remember this thing I told you now. If you don't know how to use that, if you can't remember that, you can just put mamangozi.com/login. Anyone, you still redirect you back to that place. You get. Now, to hide their WP admin, like when somebody, let's say anybody click on this like this, is either the person will be redirected back to homepage like this. I hope that's what you're asking, right, sir? None.
Okay, sir.
None.
Yeah.
None. In the case, for example, none. You can use a code to achieve this, or you can use plugin to achieve that. Now, the best plugin to use now, just go to your plugin section and type WP admin header. You understand? Now, let me give you a perfect example of it. If you visit, we have Four Corner, for example, fourcorner.com. You can see what I type here. Okay, let me use this. fourcorner.com/WP. Okay, admin. Now you can see this is fourcorner.com. Now, observe what is going to happen. You can see now, I have been redirected back to this page. So nobody now, if you want to visit, you cannot have access to the WP admin dashboard side. So in most cases, people would think that this website was built using another thing entirely. This is also a WordPress website. Do you understand? So, and the reason why most people also decide to hide this now is because when hackers want to get access to your website, it is also very easy for them to hijack your website through your WP admin side. You get? But like I said, a plugin can help you to achieve this, or you use a code to also achieve that. You get? We use CSS, use a JavaScript, but we have another course which is under advanced WordPress customization. That's where we are going to be using a code, you understand, to explain how to achieve some concept. Because on that side now, we try as much as possible to reduce the amount of plugin you use. Remember what I said, the more plugin you have on your website, the lower the speed, because all those plugins that is giving you access to some certain information, they have what we call a source code. You get? So all those resources is contribute to why your website slows down. So you try as much as possible to reduce the amount of plugin you are using on a website. But that is now under advanced website customization. We are going to get to that point. You get? But there are two ways you can solve it. One is plugin, another one is a code. You can use to code it.
Okay.
You get?
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome, sir. Okay, last question, Mr. Okay, Kego Logistics. You can go ahead, sir.
Yeah, man, good evening, sir.
Yeah, fine evening, sir.
My question is how will I access my WordPress?
Okay, yeah, WordPress website, right?
Yeah,
Okay, which
I
module
don't
are
have
you
access.
on at the moment, sir?
Module 5.
Module 5. Okay, now
Yeah.
what you're going to do now is you message who is your facilitator, if I may ask?
Yeah, facilitator, Mr.
Which group are you? Group 1 or 2 or 3?
Last group.
Last group.
That's
That's a
group 3.
group 3.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what you're going to do? You can,
Mm.
for each and every one of you who have not received access to your WordPress dashboard, that's going to be resolved. If you want to gain access to, before Monday, everything is going to be resolved. But if you want to receive access to it, as to speak, even now, just message Yaya. Yaya is in that general
Oh,
group there. I think somebody tag his number there. Just message him. He's going to grant you access to that. You get?
okay. Okay. Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome. Okay, now, thank you very much once again. Since we don't have any other question again, I'm going to be sharing my screen. Then I'm going to recap all those things we have on that website design, on that module, you get. I'm going to recap everything. Now, first of all, what we started by is, before you build a website, you start by registering a domain, you get. And when you want to register a domain, there's what we call hosting companies, you get. Now, when you want to register domain, we have international hosting companies, we have Nigeria hosting companies. And do you know the good thing about it? Even you guys as a digital marketer, if you want to establish your own hosting company today, you can also establish your hosting companies. Yes, I know this might sound too big to most of you. And you know the good thing about it? You don't even need more than 100,000 naira to start your own hosting companies. You get? But that is another cost entirely different. You get? So this is scalable and is very much easy to start. So hosting companies helps you to do what? buy domain and buy hosting. Again, remember what I said, domain is that your address, for example, mamangozi.com, that's domain. Even if you use mamangozi.ng, that's also a domain. You get that .com you are seeing there now is the extension. You get, we have under the extension, we have .com domain, we have .ng, we have .gov, right? .government. Let's say, for example, if you visit, let's say something like EFCC. Remember, EFCC is what? Is a government institution, right? Now, if you look at this place now, you can see their domain name is what? efcc.gov.ng. Why are they using gov? Because it is a Nigeria company. Do you understand? It's a Nigerian institution. When I call it company, just understand, I'm talking about this, a Nigerian public institution. You get? Now, any name you see .gov, it means it's a government institution. Remember, you cannot wake up and go and register this. You get because before you will be granted access to this, those hosting companies request for things like certificates. Do you understand? From your permanent secretary or wherever, you understand? So when you see .gov.ng, what this is telling you now is that, okay, this is a government, Nigerian government institution. This NG here simply means is Nigeria. This gov means is a government. Now, when you see something like, we have something like Unilag, no verse, so you are not using your school name. So if you see Unilag here, now you can see unilag.edu.ng. When you see .edu, what it means now is that this school is actually licensed by a particular government institution. Do you understand? You get now this NG now simply means they are licensed in Nigeria. You understand? If you want to register this .edu domain, let's say a university approach you now to build their websites, they just got a license for the first time. If you want to buy this domain .ng domain, even when you are using platform like Whogohost, remember what I say? Whogohost. That's the name of the platform. But this platform has been acquired by Go54 rather. Now this is the name they started with. Now it has been acquired by Go. What's the name? Africa something. They changed the name to Go54, which is Go54. Do you understand? So even if you want to buy this domain on Go54, if you understand, they are still going to request from an approval certification from the Minister of what? Education. I hope you understand. So what this is trying to achieve now is to be sure that, oh, this domain is actually authentic. Do you understand? Now, when you see domain like, let's say something like .org, perfect example of it. .org means non-profit making organization. We have platform like what? Wikipedia, right? Now you can see the name of Wikipedia, they are using .org. Many of you don't know that Wikipedia is actually a non-profit making organization. You can see wikipedia.org. Do you understand? So now, what this means now is that these people are not making money on this. You understand? That's why you see, you can visit Wikipedia without any ad. You understand? So now, when you see something like, let's say you see something like GG, .ng, let's just use GG for example. You can see here now, this is, their domain name is what? GG.ng, that's Nigeria domain extension. It means this company is operating in Nigeria. And do you know that GG is actually one of the most visited websites in Nigeria? GG Jumia, right? They are one of the most visited websites. And also Jam is also one of the most visited platforms in Nigeria. You get? Now, if you see this, it simply means that, oh, this company is operating in Nigeria. Does it mean that GG operates only in Nigeria? No. They have operation in different countries. Let's say GG Kenya, for example. You can see GG Kenya. Now, what did you see here now? gg.co.ke. This KE represents what? Kenya. Now, if you check GG Ghana, I think they have operation in Ghana, for example. Ghana should be something like GH. Do you understand? Now, what did you see here now? gg.com.gh. When you see this, you will know that, oh, okay, this company is operating in what? Ghana. I hope you understand the strategy now. Now, I want to show you guys something so that you understand what is happening here. If you observe this company I mentioned, GG, the operation in Kenya, in Ghana, in Nigeria. Now, if you visit their Ghana website, It's the same copy. Everything they have in their Nigeria website, that's what exactly how it looks. Nothing changed, just the domain changed. Do you get? Now let me visit Gigi Nigeria again. Gigi Nigeria. While I'm visiting this, I want you to learn from this company's branding. You get? You can see here now. This is Gigi Nigeria. Did you observe something? You can see the look. Everything is the same thing. The only thing that changed now is that the prices you are seeing now is now in what? This one is in Naira. Then this one now is now in Ghana. In Ghana CD, you can see the price. See the prices here now. But website, everything is the same thing. That's to show you that it's the same company. Now, do you know that Gigi can actually register something like gigi.com? For example, let's say gigi.com, and they can operate in all the countries. Let's say something like this. But you can see gigi.com now, another company. Now, let's say, for example, now, do you know that Gigi can operate like this now? Gigi.com. Then that Gigi.com, anybody in Nigeria can access it. Anybody in Ghana will access. Anybody in Kenya can access. When you go to that, if you visit from Ghana, you are seeing this different price. If you visit from Nigeria, you are seeing different price. Now, but do you know the benefits of them using .ng? The benefit is search engine optimization, SEO. If they are using .com, there is no way they are going to rank everywhere. It's not possible. But when they focus on the domain extension, it is more easy for them to rank in that particular country. I hope you guys understand the strategy here. So if you have a business, you can start with what? You want to maintain, if you are targeting Nigeria, for example, even if when you want to target internationals, what I usually advise is you can start with what? Nigeria. When you do what? Diversify to another country, you do what? Open another website there. Anything you're doing is just copy and paste of what you already have in existence. So it's more easy for you to scale in that way. So when you buy a domain, you buy domain from hosting platforms such as a Go54 or Namechips. Do you understand? Go54 is a Nigeria platform, like I said, though it has been acquired, you get, but it's the foundation started from Nigeria. Now, or you start buy from where? Namechips. When you buy that, they're going to give you access to what? cPanel. That cPanel is going to be sent to your mailbox. You get. So when you have access to your cPanel, let me try and log in. A few minutes. Was Mama Ngozi? I hope I don't get this. Wrong password. Okay. Yeah, are you here? Mr. Yaya?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. You
The
can see
last,
some of your students say they have not gotten access to their this thing.
I've given access to all of those students that messaged me. So
Okay,
I'm still waiting for the ones that have not messaged.
okay. Hey, okay. Let me reset this password. Oh. I don't know why I forget. Forget. I wanted to log into this. Okay. Hmm. So now, let's say I want to reset my password. I want to log in. Yeah. Where is this? Okay. Okay, now these are password resets that have been sent to me. Then to reset this, I use this link to reset. New password. Okay. None. I click on change. Again, so now login. Then sign in. Again, okay. Which error again am I seeing here? Okay, now we've been logging, but we need to put two-factor authentication. Then they are sending message to our email. Let me go back to the email. Now remember what I just did here, and it's just I reset the password. You get so. Then I copy this code. I paste it on the name cheese. Then we log in. Now we've been able to log in now. So now this is our Namecheese dashboard. You can see, first of all, this is an error from Namecheese. They are working some updates. They usually say notification. This is a notification from them. You get, they're just, you have received this before. That's why I'm not reading again. You get. So now, when you log into your Namecheese account, this is exactly how your dashboard looks like. You get. So if you want to log into your cPanel, there are two ways you can log in. Let's say your website name is what? mamangozi.com. You just add /cPanel, cPanel, for example. Then it will take you straight to your cPanel. Then you need to input the username that was sent to you on your email and the password here. Do you understand? So, but in that case, if you don't want to log in through there, you want to log in directly. When you log into your Namecheese dashboard like this, you click on here. You click on go to cPanel. When you click on go to cPanel, you're going to be redirected back to your cPanel. You can see we have opened our cPanel. This is our cPanel. Do you understand? Now, let me just assume now that we want to build another website. Do you get? Remember, we already have this thing we are building before on the website. We have mamangozi.com, which is what we started with. Let me close some of these tabs. I don't want my tab to be too much. You get? So remember what we are doing now. We just started from what? The beginning, very beginning parts, everything we did in that video. So now, when you want to create a hair, I think this is very, very important. I'm going to create what we call subdomain. Remember, for those of you that watched that video, and I said we have different type of domain. We have what? Direct domain. Direct domain is if we have mamangozi.com, that's direct domain. We have subdomain. Subdomain is that thing you guys are using on that platform now. For example, in the case of Postford, most of you are using, I think your first name as what did you use? What do you guys use there again? Mr. Yaya, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I use their first name .mamangozi.com.
Okay, that's good. Now, your first name now .mamangozi.com. That's what they call subdomain. Perfect example of this now is we have the case of what Jumia. I think that's the example I used there, but Jumia is not the only company that's using that. If you type Jumia now, you can see jumia.com.ng. That is direct domain. Now, if you type something like what? Jumia Pay. Do you understand? You can see, what did you see here now? Pay.jumia.com.ng. This is what we call subdomain. Now, what it means now is that Jumia want to establish another company called Jumia Pay. Instead of buying a domain name called jumiapay.com, they simply do what? Created a subdomain. Remember, when you're creating a subdomain, it's as if you're building another website entirely. Do you understand? But subdomain, you are not paying money again because the domain already belongs to you. I hope you guys understand the strategy here. So you're using subdomain to reduce a cost. I hope you guys understand where I'm heading to. Now, for example, in the case of Four Corner, okay, let me not use that because it's going to be advanced in what we did. Okay, let me just explain. We have fourcorner.com. Just explanation, I'm not going deep. This is main domain. Now, when we want to launch calculator, right, we just put Four Corner, let's just say Four Corner Investments Calculator, okay. Now, what did you notice here? Oh, thank God I even made this research. We don't have a favicon here. Now, see the subdomain we created, tools.fourcorner.com. Now, what is favicon? You can see this icon that appear here. You get, it's also under that here. When we get to search engine optimization, you are going to understand what favicon is all about. You see this thing that appear, you can see this one now because there is no logo there. That is why you are seeing a global world map something. What is it? What globe they call it, Abby? Now, we have another one again. We call it directory domain. What is directory? Another company that also use, okay, we have directory domain. What is directory? Directory domain now is, let's say your company is operating in what's it called? In the United States, you want to expand to Nigeria. You don't want to buy a new domain again. You want to maintain one domain. You can create what they call directory. It means anybody that wants to visit your company from Nigeria, they're going to be seeing that directory domain access. Example of company that operate this, we have Apple. You can see I type Apple, right? Now, what did you notice here? Apple Nigeria. Now, let's visit. You're going to see where we are visiting. You can see apple.com/ng. That ng now is because they are targeting Nigeria. So anything you are seeing here now is what? Nigeria. I hope you understand. This standard you see here, I hope you remember that the phone you use, they have Nigeria specification, they have America specification. You get. So now, we have redirectory domain. Redirectory domain, example of what I explained before. Let's say, for example, you have a company we're using before. Now you want a situation whereby when people click this name, it will redirect it to another thing entirely. Now, let me give you an example. There's this company, okay, there's this company called Niger Telegraph. Oh, okay, let me just mention. Now, if you type nigertelegraph.com, observe something here now. This is a company, okay, they have even changed itself. I sold this before. This is a website I built, and I sold it. You get. So now, they have even rebranded. I don't even understand what's... They are rebranded everything here. You get. So, where they redirected it before, because this website, you see this nigertelegraph.com, it has a lot of traffic before. Do you understand? So, now, redirectory domain, the best explanation for redirecting now is, let's assume now that you type something like, okay, I think which one should I use for example? Perfect example. Let's say you have a website. The name is what? fourcorner.com. Do you get? Now you change the name to mamangozi.com. You want a situation whereby if anybody type fourcorner.com, the website will be redirected automatic towards mamangozi.com. I hope you guys understand what I'm talking about here. So that's what we call redirectory domain. You use this to redirect user to one place. Now, the perfect example of this now is there's this platform we launched. It's called Niger Traffic News. It's a newspaper platform, like on online news platform, not necessarily newspaper. Niger, I don't know if you pronounce the right name again. Niger Traffic News. What's going on? Now, Niger Traffic News. The domain we were using before is news.nigertraffic.com. Now, later, because of SEO benefits, we change it to what we call redirectory domain. You can see here now, what we are using here now is what? nigertraffic.ng/news. You can see here now, you get. So this is what we call redirectory domain. Now, the previous website, which, remember what I said, it was what? news.nigertraffic.ng. Now we redirect it to the original one. Now, hold on. Internet subscription finish care. Hold on. Now what we did now is, if you type news.nigertraffic.ng, you will be redirected to the. Okay, that's good. Now what we did here now is that when we transfer this website, because this particular platform now has a lot of what's it called, traction before, we redirected the domain, whereby when you visit this, you'll be automatically redirected to the news nigertraffic.ng/news. Do you get? So it's after some times now that we know that we no longer have people that is coming from this, that we now remove the redirectory. You get? So all these are ways, type of domain we have. Now, in this case, we are going to create a subdomain. I will show you how to create subdomain, since we did not disclose that in that training. Remember, it's not everything you are going to see in that video. In most of the things we did not explain on that side. That's the essence we're having this live session. We discuss it on the live session. Anyone we did not discuss in the live session, when you are doing your internship, you cover all those things. You get? Because marketing is very broad. Now, to create a subdomain, all you need to do now is you go to your cPanel like this. You get? Scroll down to domain. I think domain should be up. If any of you see it, let me know. Old age has entered my eyes. Okay, I can see domain here. Now, you click on domain. You can see domain here. Now, when you click on domain, now what do? You can see domains here. Let's say you want to create redirectory. Remember what I told you before? This is where you click and create redirect. Click on redirects. Do you get? So when you click on redirects, for example, let this load. Now we have different type of redirects. Remember, even this redirectory, you can also use plugin to do this, and you can also use code to do this. But that code aspect, we do that on advanced customization. So permanent redirectory means you are redirecting everything. Do you get? So this place now, let's assume now that you want to redirect when somebody visits mamangozi.com, you want to redirect it. This is where you're going to paste where you are redirecting the website to. Do you get? Now let's use the example. Let's say we want to redirect when somebody visits mamangozi.com, we want to redirect it to nigertraffic.ng. Okay, let's use password now. That's what you guys know. You can see this password.com, right? Now let's assume now that if anybody visits mamangozi.com, the person will be taken to password.com. Now what do? Now, in this place, now this is what you are redirecting, and this is where you are redirecting it to. Now we paste password here. You can see you paste it here. Do you get? So now, the next thing again is, in this particular page, let's assume now you are directing a particular page. Let's say when somebody visits maybe About Us page of mamangozi.com. Remember About Us page? You can just copy link like this and paste here. You get? But if it's the whole entire website you are redirecting, which is like this, I hope you understand my point. Now, what is the next thing again? There is an option here. I just put the domain name. There's an option they give you here. Now, only redirects www. Now, it means, remember, some websites, in the case of password, now you can see what is the domain protocol. Remember, we discussed about protocol before. For those of you that watched this section, you already know what protocol is all about. Now, in the case of password, you can see what is the domain protocol here. HTTPS, right? Now, in the case of mamangozi.com, what is the protocol? Let me check the protocol of Mamangozi. .com, okay, is also HTTPS, you get. So, but some website that has something like www dot. Do you understand? So, now, what is the difference is also very good. These protocols works more of what people, the browser that people need to access before they see you. You get. But in this era of technology, so what we usually advance now is that you redirect everything. Do you understand? Which is what? Redirect with or without www dots. Do you understand? Because some people may want to visit your website, they will type mamangozi.com. Some people will type www.mamangozi.com. I hope you understand the point. So if you use only with www, it means the redirect is going to work only when people include that www dot. Now, what do? We click on add to where? We click on add. Now, once you click on add, you wait for this to load. You can see this has been added, right? Now, mamangozi.com has been redirected to what? Postword.com. You get. So now you can go down. When we go down here, you can see redirectory, right? Now, this is mamangozi.com. When somebody, what it means now is that, sorry, I use a wrong this thing here. Now, what it now means now is that, let me delete and start afresh. Okay, now this is the entire this place here where we are. Let me start afresh. Go to cPanel, for example. We enter cPanel, locate domain. You get, this is domain. Under domain, you can see redirectory. Redirect is when you want to redirect a domain. Then permanent redirectory, meaning you want to redirect entire website. Remember, this particular domain now is already mamangozi.com. I hope you understand. You select the particular domain you want to redirect here. That's the mistake I made in the first place. In this place now, you select the domain you want to do what? Redirect on your cPanel. This is mamangozi.com. You get. Remember, we have different username. These are the subdomain that most of you have. You can see this person own is adewoyi.mamangozi.com. Now, this is what we are redirecting. You select what? mamangozi.com. I hope you understand. So if you are redirecting entirely like the complete mamangozi.com, now what it means now is that you don't have to put anything here. But if what you are redirecting is a particular page on Mamangozi, now this place, now let's assume you are redirecting about us page. In this place, now you put about. Remember, this is about us page. On this place, you put what? Only about. I hope you understand. But if you are not putting, you are redirecting the entire website, here should be what? Empty. Now, this place, now, what do you put here? You put the website you are redirecting it to, which is what? Postword.com. Now, you click on what? Add. I hope you understand. So, that's just it. So, what it means now is that when anybody visits mamangozi.com, he or she will be redirected to postword.com. Do you get? Any question? I want to be sure you guys are following up. Any question? Okay, now, let's say you visit mamangozi.com. Observe what is going to happen. Now, what did you notice now? It has been changed to what? Postword.com. Even on your side there, now you can try and visit mamangozi.com. You'll be redirected back to postword.com. So now, if I even come to this place, look at this website. This is mamangozi.com. Now, if I click on home, for example, now what do you notice? The website has automatically changed to postword.com. That's what we call domain redirectory. Do you understand? Now, let me remove. You can also test on your own site. Just go to Google and type mamangozi.com. You'll be redirected back to what? Postword.com. You get. So this particular site now works whereby you change the name of your website and you want to redirect users from the old website to the new website. I hope you guys understand the strategy here. So that is for that. Now, let's assume now that you want to create a subdomain. Let me delete this because we are not redirecting anything. Now, let me delete. You get. remove redirectory. Now that's all. You can see it's very simple. That's why I say building a website is very easy. There's nothing difficult. Now let's say you want to create subdomain. Remember what I talked about subdomain? Now what do? You go to domain 2. Now click on what? Domains. You can see domains. Okay, somebody raised an up before. Chidebere, Bob, you can go ahead.
Okay, sir. I want to ask you,
Okay.
in this redirecting of domain, is it just for Namecheap or is it for every host company? Because I use hosting there and I have not come across anything like redirect. I don't really know. So I'm just asking, is it just for Namecheap or
Okay. Is every hosting company, sir? As far as you have a cPanel, you can do that. Every hosting company.
okay?
You get?
Okay, no problem. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Now, this is you want to create a subdomain. All you need to do is what? You come to domains. You click on what? Create new domain. When you click on create new domain, we have 2 options. One is what? Registered domain. 2 is temporary domain. Temporary domain, I usually encourage this now is when you want to build a website for a client, right? And you don't want to buy domain for the client, you can just create temporary domain for the person. Click on temporary domain and submit. Do you understand? But that's not what we are using. You get? So now, you click on what? Register domain. That is for what? When you want to register a subdomain. Now, on this place, now you put the subdomain. Let's assume now that Mamangozi want to launch an AI tools called Mamangozi AI. Do you understand? Let's say mamangozi.com is a brand on its own, manufacturing organization. Now, Mamangozi now wants to launch something like Mamangozi AI. Now, the subdomain we can use is what? AI.mamangozi.com. I hope you understand. Now, this place, share document roots. Please don't share document roots. Now, this document roots, what it's telling you now is that if you click here, it means any information you have on this AI is going to be sharing to the root file of the main mamangozi.com. So don't click here. Now, on this side, do you understand? On this particular side, so you do what? Is either, but for beginners, there's no point. Instead of you to do big mistake, I would just say you leave it like this. Do you understand? But for an advanced WordPress developer, what do? This place, you change it to what? You change it to public. You put something like dash HTML. You put dash dash the name, which is what? AI. Do you understand? Now, what does this mean? No, this should be a slash rather. Here should be slash. Yes, slash. Now, the name of this, what does this mean now is that this root file is going to be located under your file manager. In fact, let me just remove this. Do you understand? I don't want this to confuse you guys. Remember, I'm not using here to create something. This should be under our advanced customization. Do you get? So now, to create subdomain, let's start afresh. Let me start afresh. You get? I don't want it to be complicated. You get? So now, to create a subdomain is very simple. All you need to do is, you go to what? Domains, right? When you go to domains, then you click on create new domain. Now, when you click on create new domain, let's say Mamangozi AI want to launch, you put AI.mamangozi.com. That is the domain. Now, don't click anything here. That's all. Click on submit. Do you understand? Now, you wait for this to load. Now, watch the magic happen now. Wait for some moment for this to load. Now you can see we've created a subdomain. Right now the website is going to generate a free SSL certificate for 1 year. You get? But for this to load, free SSL certificate usually takes 1 hour before it's updated. You get? Now, if I go back to this place now, you can see here now, what did you see? ai.mamangozi.com. You get? So what this means now is that we can actually use this ai.mamangozi.com now to build a new website. Now, let's go to install. Remember, when you click on ai.mamangozi.com, right now you can see, not secure. Why? Because the SSL certificate is not yet live. I hope you guys understand. I explained the function of that in our previous session. It's for security purpose. Now, if you want to install WordPress, remember, everything we are doing is what we already have in this session. Now you click on what? WordPress by Software Lucullus. Then what do? You click on install. Click on install. Now when you click on install, now let's select the particular subdomain we just created, which is, remember, AI. That is AI. You can see it here. We select. Now, in your own case, now you may have just one domain because you've not created subdomain. I'm just showing you how to use subdomain here. Now you choose your protocol, domains protocol. I use HTTPS. Use this. You can use any of these protocol, but please don't use, instead of using this first one or using the second one, use the third one and the last one. Do you understand? Because these are more secure than these both now. Okay, so I use the third one. Now, let's assume now that you want to create a directory, domain directory. Remember what I told you about domain directory, right? For Apple, in the case of Apple, let me just use that for example. Now, this is what Apple did. Let's assume Apple is built using WordPress. So under this place now, this is their main domain, which is mamangozi.com. Now they want to create another domain, another website for Nigeria. Now under this place, you can see this in directory, they put NG. NG means Nigeria, meaning if you visit mamangozi.com/Nigeria, everything you are seeing there is Nigeria. That's what they call what? Domain directory. I hope you understand. So, but we are not creating a directory. So we are focusing on what? Subdomain, which is we select AI. Where's AI again? You guys see, let me know. Now this AI. Now, what is the next thing? This version, just leave it to pick anyone. This is the latest WordPress version for now. Under this place, you can name it Mamangozi AI. Now, username, you can just give it, say, admin. Now, password, let's just use this password that was generated. But choose the password, anyone you want to use. Now, this place, you can just say, okay, we'll just put, remember, this is the site description. You can easily change this in on your WordPress dashboard. But let's just give it, what should I just put? What do we want to build? Okay, let's just say Nigeria AI. Remember what I said, you can change this later. Now, on this place, this email address they are requesting is the email you want to use to log in. Always put your Gmail here. I usually recommend you put Gmail. Why? Because in case anybody hack your website, you will receive notification faster. Now, I put websites, Mamangozi website at gmail.com. Then you go down, this one, don't select anything. Don't select anything. These are plugin. You don't need any plugin when you're building a website. You can get plugin inside. Now, what is the next thing you need? Under this place, you put there your website again, your email address, you get. Now, what do? You click on install. You can see how simple it is. Now, in the next 3 to 4 minutes, our website is 100% ready. You can see our website is what? Ready. Now, if you click on Mamangozi AI, observe what is going to happen. Now, remember why it's not visiting now? Because our SSL certificate has not been what? Installed. I hope you guys understand where I'm heading to. You get. But as it is now, our website is what? Ready. So after 1 hour, once the SSL certificate has been restored, you can now visit our website. So, but if you want to visit the admin, you use this link like this. You get. So anything you try to do now, this is not loading because of the SSL. Now, once this load, you see that the website is actually active now. I want to ask any question. I'm showing you what we just did now is how to activate a website. Any question? Can see we just install a website now. Even this website, everything we did now is, I think that should be around module. Module, what is that? Module, let me go back to that program. Website installation, that should be around module 4. You get. Any question? Any question? No question. Okay, that means this is very simple. Okay, okay, that's module 3. You get. So now, after you've installed your website, this particular side now is very simple. But where the main work starts now is customization, to customize your websites. And that is where you've been granted access to. You get. So now what I'm going to do now is, let me log into the already existing mamangozi.com. Since this new one we've granted access to is not working because of the SSL certificate. So I want to log in. Let's even assume now that I want to log into your dashboard. Another important thing. Let's assume you forget the dashboard login details of your WordPress and you cannot access it. You can log in through your cPanel. Just come to your cPanel, go to WordPress Manager by Software Colors. Then you can see mamangozi.com. You click on login. It will take you straight. You log in automatic. You get. So now what is this trying to tell you? It means that you should keep your Namecheap's account login details very safe, because anybody that gain access to your Namecheap's account can actually hack your website. Because from your Namecheap's, they'll gain access to your what? cPanel. From cPanel, you can see this mamangozi.com website. I hope you guys understand. None. But because mamangozi.com website, this is mamangozi.com. Oh, it's still taking us to what? That is still redirecting to postword. Now, can any of you tell me why it's redirecting to postword? Let me understand. Let me know whether we have people that is following up. Even when we've removed it, can any of you tell me why it's still taking us to postword? Any answer?
Because I guess the catch hasn't played yet.
You say?
I guess because the catch hasn't played yet.
Exactly. That's the correct answer. The catch has not reflected. Now, what is catch? Remember, for those of you who have gotten to, we discussed about catching under module 10. You get. So catching are those things that make your website, if you make any change, it will reflect immediately. It improve your website speed. You get. So that is a perfect answer to that. Now, if for example now that you want to visit, you want to create a page. Let me use by creating a new page. You come to page here, you get. So when you come to page, what do? You click on add page, you get. So when you click on add page, so now you give the page name. Now in this case, mamangozi.com already have about us page, contact us page, our product page. Now which page should we even create? Let's assume now you want to create something like a partnership. Let me use that one, something like that. Partnership page for people that wants to partner with like for partners. You can just name it partnership, right? Now, but I wanted to use something more that everybody will follow up. Can any of you recommend any page you should create, or is this okay? Any
Use
recommendation?
maybe career page or something.
Okay, career page. Okay, any other recommendation? Okay, okay, let's use a career since no recommendation. Now, if you want to create something like career page, any of you know what career page is? Career page is page that lists like work, hiring, things like that. Now, what do you do first? You first of all inspect other organizations to see how their career page look like. You can just type which company should I even use? Um, okay, let's use something like Money Points. Money Points careers. You can see. We'll click here now. Now you can see. Okay, they listed the different job roles here. Even though this particular one you see these things you see now, this requires a lot of customization. But plugin now is going to help us to sort this out. I hope you guys understand. So what is the first thing we are going to do? We just create a page. We title it what? Career. So we just can use careers like this. Now we do what? We just let me save it as draft. Save as draft. Now you can do what? You click on edit with Elementor. You get edit with Elementor. Now wait for this to load. Now once we click on edit with Elementor, once this load, the first thing we are going to do, remember this mamangozi.com, we are using Astra theme. For those of you who have gotten to this. So we first of all confirm to know whether those Astra, they have the add-on here. When do you click? You click on this starter templates. We know whether they have the add-on on the starter. We check this block or even check the page. Let's just search for something like career. Look for here. Let's say career. Okay, you can see agency careers. All these are what? Premium. You can see these are premium. I hope you guys understand. These are premium, this thing. Careers. Okay. These are premium. We don't need premium. Premium means you need to pay money. Okay, we don't need to pay money on anything. You get. So now we can just look at block. What we used before is page. Page means it contains more information we want. But block now is just a particular section. Remember, you use different block to create a page. You get one page is contained of different frame block. That is the difference between page and a block. You get. Now we look at this place to know whether we have anything that makes look better or good on the kind of things we need here. You get. We look around. I hope you see as I'm minimizing my screen. You get. We are looking to know whether we are going to get anything that is okay. If I did not see this, we use plugin to do that. Meet our team. Okay, this one is only good when you are creating page that lists about leadership management. You get of the companies, board members, all those things. Like these ones, like this, you use them for when you are listing the number of employees, chairman, founder, video editor, this and that. So our clients. So under this, we've not gotten any information that is going to give us what we are looking for. But here now, before then, let me just import one. Let me import only this section. Just click on this to import. You click here like this. Then you click on import block. You get. I'm going to save this and publish it. But before then, I will go back and use plugin to solve this issue we are looking for now. The reason I imported this now is to show you how to do what? Import something. Let's assume now this is a management. Like you want to list the management of a particular company. In the case of Money Points, let me know whether they have that section too. Career Press. Okay, let's use MTN leadership. MTN group leadership. Abi, you should just use MTN Nigeria, anyone. You can see, okay, leadership. Now, you see what they have here? Executive committee, right? Then their names. Now, what did we import? Oh, I've opened so many this, let me close some tab. I don't like the tab to be too much. Close. Now, I can just put something like, management or board members. Anything you want to use, board members. Under this place, you can just give it a description on what you want to use. Something like meet the strategists, or meet the leaders in charge. Yeah. Why is this system not typing again? What's going on? Few minutes. Let me connect to external desktop. Okay, it's going on. In charge of Mama Ngozi. Now another alternative again. Remember what I said. When you are building, you can use ChatGPT, any AI tools to brainstorm. Do you understand? For example, you will see MTN this thing here now. What are those things they have on their list? Let me. What did they use here? The executive committees. Now they put the ESCO facilitators. Okay, the ESCO, facilitates the effective control of the group operation activities in terms of blah, blah, blah. You understand? Even if you want to use this like this, let's just assume that this is all we want to use. You just copy this here like this. Please, I'm not saying you should copy from MTN and paste. You can develop your own strategy. You get? You can see that in here now. This is exactly where it is. But let me do what? Control Z. Let me remove it. So we can easily use AI to create our own. Let me open ChatGPT. Then to make this faster and easy, okay? Now, this is, remember, what the person recommend we create is what? Career page. This is not career, or this page is for leadership. I'm just showing what I put here and is for what? Leadership. I'm just showing you example. For the career, I'm going to use plugin to activate that. That one is very simple. You get. So I'm just showing you sample. So let's assume after inputting your description, whichever description, since this is just an example, let me use those MTN own. So you can just put the description here, then the name. You change this picture. To change this picture, click on this. You can see picture here. Replace it with the real picture. You understand? So if you have anybody picture you want to put, come to upload, go to file. Then what do you do? Let me know if I have any picture on my system. Just type iKing. I hope I have any image here. iKing photo. Okay, I think this is a picture. Now, so this will load. Okay, now we'll add. Now we can change the name. Let's say the name here is, we name it what? iKing Ferry. You can use something like, maybe just put founder and CEO or chairman. Do you understand? Chairman. Then this one, you use the same process again. Change all this information, put their position and all that. Now, when you are done, you click on what? Publish. Remember, this one I'm telling you now, this is for what? Leadership page. Assuming this page is what? Leadership. But for career now, I'm going to show you what we're going to do now. Now, let's go back to our mamangozi.com. Go back to our dashboard. This is all page. Now, if we view this career, for example, now, we view this career. Why is this not? Okay, here. If you view this career, open. Now, did you notice something? You can see that change we make now, it has reflected here. You can see this is a new page you created. So creating of page is not difficult. Now, another thing again, I also want to mention, you see this name that appear here now, it does not make sense, careers. Do you understand? How do you do that? You can remove it by editing with Elementor. Do you get? So whenever you are using that, always hide that name, you get. So the best approach is you put the name in the middle so that it will be mobile friendly. Now come to this. Okay, we can get it under editing directly. Yes. Can also get it editing directly. Let's go back to where. Edit it like this. Click on edit. Get, you are going to see something like hide. Okay, you can see disable title. You can see here under this place, disable title. Do you understand? Anything you want to disable a feature image, all those things are here. So what do? We disable the title. We click on what? Updates. So now let me go back to this one I opened before and show you something now. Let's refresh. What did you notice? The career has disappeared at the top here. You get. So that's one. Now let's go and use plugin and activate that career I was telling you now. Remember what I told you? Anything you want to achieve, plugin can do that for you. Go to where? Plugin. Because that career page that will require you having this kind of what's it called? This kind of customization that Money Points have. The only team that can give you that is premium team, or you use plugin to achieve that. You get. So now this is our plugin. I can see, hi, you have been okay. Image, okay, that's good. Let me then click on add plugin. Then what is the next? You just type what? You just type career. Waiting on the type. Okay. You just type career. Now, what did you notice now? When I type career, you can see job manager career, manage job listing, recruitment. I hope you understand. This is a plugin. Now, easy job, AI power, job, and all that. Remember, career is about job now, right? So you can look for any plugin that is going to give you what you're looking for. You can always do what? Preview the plugin. Let's just assume we are using this number one, right? Now let's just click on view details. Remember, I've not used any of this plugin before. I just want to see them, see the features they have. I can easily go to screenshots. Screenshot is telling you how this particular this thing looks like. Now, career. Now, what did you see here? Now you can see none. Technical, exactly similar features of this Money Point. You can see, you can search by what? Cities, postal code, technical content writer. It means that plugin will give me that. What do? I can just install this plugin. Install now. I hope all of you are flowing up. If you are left behind, please ask question. You get. If you are left behind, just ask question, please. I don't want you to be left behind. Now, I've installed this plugin now. Now, I'll just locate the plugin. Remember the name again. What's the name of the plugin? Okay, you can see. This is Job Manager Career. Now, what do? I go to settings straight up. You get. You wait for this to load a bit. Now, once this load, now this is the general thing, experience, okay. Then job expiration, hide expired jobs. Like, when do you want the job to be to expire? Remember, I've not used this plugin before, so all of us are learning together at the moment. Do you get? So I just want you to understand that building a website is all about, even though I've customized a career page before, that doesn't mean that whenever you come across a new plugin, you understand everything. No, because you are not the developer of this plugin. The developer chooses where to hide information, where to hide. So that's how website development works. So now, what are the things we want to apply here? Do you want this job to expire? Yes. Now, we cannot keep a row all the time. Hide expired job. No, we are not hiding it. Hide a field job. Okay, job that people have filled. Do you want to hide it? Display job posted dates. Okay, these are basically setting. I think I like this plugin. Now, enable apply none on form. Yes, we like this to be there. Now, message. Okay, mailbox. They should be sending the message to where? Mama Ngozi. You can see this. Mama Ngozi is the email that comes when we are installing this our WordPress, our admin email. Now, do you want people to search by category, job type, location? Yes. Remember, money points on. You can search by role, which is, you can see by role. You can search by the job category, this category. Then you can search by location. You can see location here. Exactly what we are looking for. You get. Remember, this money point website is built by coding. I'm very sure this is not WordPress. Do you understand? So, but you can actually achieve something similar to that with WordPress. So now, we enable this. Now, sharing. Do you want people to share this on email? Yes, it's okay. We'll save. Now, what is the next? We can go to data. Go to data. Okay, this is okay like this. Now, to create job, now what do? You can just go to where? All jobs. Let's see if there is any default this in the imported. Okay, this is a sample. Now, let's preview the sample that comes with the plugin before we now create our new job. You can see the sample here now. You see how it works, how it looks rather. Now, sample job is showing applying and features, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Okay, that's good. Now, let's create our own job. You click on what? Add new jobs. You get. So, I'm going to be using money points. Let's just assume they are looking for business relationship manager. You can see. Let me just use this because of our time, for example, to highlight it. Which role should I use? Okay, they have a role in Ebonyi State. Business relationship manager. Now, let's click on it. Now, we can name it business relationship manager. The same way here, we'll copy. Do you understand? We'll come to this place. Job title, we'll put. Remember, they just input this point just to specify. Now, this is job description. Under job description, we go back here. Now, this is the description. From here, you can see what they did. These are the description. All these places you are seeing like this is what they call description. You can just copy everything like this. Copy, copy, copy. You get. Remember, all this one is just for me. I'm just copying. When you are publishing any job role, you use your hand to do what? Why is this? Is this system hanging or what? Few minutes. Control. Okay. Copy. Then we'll come to this place. Under the job description, we paste this here. So when you are posting job, please, you write your own job description. The reason I'm copying this is because I don't want us to spend time writing a job that we are not using. You change this to your what? Own name and all that. You get. So this is basically the job description here. Now, what is the next thing you also need to add? You can add the categories. If you have the categories, what is the title of the job? Business relationship manager. Business relationship manager is just is just a customer support. All this one are grammar. So what do? We can just create, okay, we can create a new category. If you don't have that category, you just put customer service. When they say business relationship manager, they are looking for customer service. Customer service, then we've added a new category. Now, what is the next thing? Location. Let's say you don't have the location. We can just create, remember the name there is a boy, right? Can just create a new location. We name it Ebonyi. Do you understand? We can add new location here. You can see Ebonyi. Now, job type, is it full-time or part-time? It should be full-time. Now, we include full-time. What did they even use there? Did they use, let me even know whether they put job type. I don't think they have that feature. Okay, you can see this plugin is even more advanced than their own this thing. So now it's part-time, full-time rather. So now what is the next thing again? Customization. Okay, this one is, you don't need this. Then future. Now, future job, now this, you want this job, the future is the highest, like the most, the one you need seriously. That's the one. Let's say you have different job listing. You want the one you want to be at the top. You can click on future. Do you understand? Future job. You get. So if people have filled the job, meaning more people have actually filled this job, you don't need anybody again. You just click on filled. I hope you understand. Now, what is the next thing again? We can also add on this list. Okay, this is okay. Custom feed is okay. We don't need this. Now, job data, experience. What are those things you want to? Okay, they actually have more information here. Do you get? So if you want to put, maybe you give details of that about the experience, maybe 10 years experience. Oh, customer support service. 10 years is too much now. 1 year. Now, but remember, in the case of money points, all those experience, everything, they included it under their description. You can see here now, this is it. Minimum of deep this, blah, 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 you get. So they actually have it there. So now, if you want to add expiring dates, when you want this job to expire, let's say you can click on this place. You select when you want it to expire. You can select date, let's say August 7. Then you can see we actually done like this. So you get. So you go back. If you want to add pictures, you can also add picture. But I don't think Money Point add picture here. Did they have picture? No, they don't have picture now. So it's not necessary. We don't need it. So what happened? We click on what? Publish. Click on publish. So once we click on publish now let's view this view. Now, what did you notice now? You can see the job we just created. Business relationship manager, Ebonyi. Now created July in Ebonyi, full time. Do you understand who we are? The description. Do you get? So then, if anybody wants to apply, for example, they click on what? Apply now. Then it takes them to where they're going to fill information, right? Their name, their phone number, email address, then their resume, which is their CV, they upload it. They will click on what? Submit. Do you understand? Let me just fill anything. Let's say I care, phone number. Let's just say this, which thing again? Email. Let's say Mama Ngozi. Resume. I don't have any resume. Okay. What should I even upload? Let's just upload anything. Oh, okay. Only PDF. I don't have any PDF file yet. Do I have upload? Let me know if I have a PDF file. Okay, yeah. I think this should serve. Then, now if you have a cover letter, cover letter now, you can write a cover letter. Then I click on what? Submit. You get. So you can see an error occur while submitting. Please try again. Another one again, remember, I'm logging here. You get, so in most cases that error might also occur because I'm logging as a the admin here. So now you see this thing here now. You want to resolve this particular one. You get this particular this thing you are seeing. You can also close it by coming back to this your job description. You see something like we see something like okay, layout ahead. This is where you can close that. You can remove, if you don't want any sidebar, no sidebar. All those things you see there, that's what called sidebar. Sidebar style, you get, can put box, then you get, so okay, this is okay, no sidebar, just publish. Now, we've published our first job. Remember, you need to upload different jobs. You click on add new job again, because in a career page, it's not only one job you have now, you have so many jobs you get. Now, if you come to this place now, you come to job, for example, or job. Now you see that particular job we added before. This is it here. You get. So in this particular job now, you cannot look for a way and copy it and paste it on those your career page. Now you can use what we call short code. You get. Let's locate to know where this particular plugin now have access to short code. Let's know if they have a short code. They provide us with short code. I hope you guys are following up. Any question? Any question? Any question? You can raise your hand if you have question. And I believe this is very simple to do now. Okay, I can't find a short code here. Let's go to setting. Okay, this is a short code. You can see we copy short code. Yes, copy the code. Now that career page we are customizing, then we can just come to this place, edit with Elementor. This is the career page you created. You get. So the essence of short code now is when you embed that short code where you want anything to appear. That's the function of short code. So we can just replace this in, remove this, for example, and paste that code here. Let's say Control Z. Let me use, let's say code visual. No, this didn't go this way. Okay. Can use another alternative. Control Z. Control Z means like what I deleted before, I brought it back again. Now let me just add a folder, like a session. Click on here. Then I can come to this place. Let's say I want to add something. I click here. Box. How do I want the box? Let me use grid. This. Then can come to, sorry, I don't need this box. Can actually use the first one. To be sure that this short code is active, let me test it first. We'll go back to page. We'll go back to page. Where's our page? All page, yes. This is page. We'll go to all page. Then career, we'll click on edit. Then we click on edit. Okay, it's already edit with Elementor. Okay, back to WordPress editor. Let me use WordPress editor. Switch back to WordPress and see how this look. Then let me preview. I'm not saving anything. This is to preview change we made before. Preview. Miss job listing. This did not work. It did not appear. Now, in a few minutes, let me add another page. What I want to show you here now is just to add, let's just call it a job. Then paste that code here. Then preview change. Yes, it worked now. This is what I'm looking for. You can see here, it worked. So now, what are we going to do now? So we can now go back to the page we created before, which is career page. We can just trash this one because since we already editing with what? Plugin. I hope you understand what I'm doing now. I just trash it. I click on add new page. When I add new page, I just name it what? Career. Just name it like this. Then I paste down my code here. I hope you understand. So I can also decide to do what? Hide the title. Then when I hide title, then I click on what? Publish. Then you can see this is it. Falconer.career. Falconer.com/career. Now, when you visit, anybody visit career page, now what did you see? You can see how it looks here now. Now, when you want to search for job, types of job, full-time, part-time, then the category, customer service, you add more categories here. Now, when somebody search by city code, you can see now business relationship in Ebonyi featured. Now, when you add more job, you can see sample job. It will be here. Now, let's also give another sample again. But before then, remember I just created this career now. Let's assume now that I want to add a career on my header. That's the main radar. This is still redirecting us to, I really need to go back to that cards, but because of time, let me not go waste much time there. Now, let's assume now that we want to add more job. What do? We can go back to that job again. You can see job here, job listing. You click on it, which is that plugin. You get. So you click on add job. You get. We are just copying job from what? Money Point. Remember, you can create your own job. Don't go and copy role you don't need in your company in another company. You get. So now what is the next you can do? What's the next role? Okay, account manager. Let's just click in Abuja. Good account manager. That's the title of this job. Then, which place I open? Okay, here. Paste it. That's the title. Here now is what? Description. You get to come to here. Remember what I said? This is description. You just copy down to, let's just assume that this is where you want. That description should include everything about your job description. You get, just copy like this, copy, come to this and paste your description here. You get. So what is next? Then account manager, okay. Account manager should also be customer support now, customer service. Then location, you can add location. That one is Abuja. Put Abuja FCT. Click on add new location. Then what is the next? If it's a part-time, you can just select part-time. Do you get? So now what is next? Any features we need to add again?
What about the parent location?
You say?
I saw a parent location or something. After you
Parent,
added.
okay, parent location is, let me explain how parent location work. Under that location, very good as you ask. This is what you're asking about, right? Now, parent location, now let's assume now we have something like Nigeria here. Remember, let's say mamangozi.com is a global company. Do you understand? Now, they have office in Nigeria, they have office in Ghana, they have office in Abuja. Now, parent location now can be something like Nigeria, for example. Do you understand? Now, inside that Nigeria now,
Okay.
they have Abuja, they have Ebonyi, they have Lagos. Those ones now are not parent location. I hope you understand here.
Yeah.
So what it means now is if anybody goes to anything Nigeria now, you are going to be seeing Ebonyi, what's it called? Abuja, Port Harcourt, all those things. The parent location is Nigeria. You get. You can just add, let's say Nigeria, for example. You get. We select. You can see parent location.
Yeah.
You want Nigeria. You want, okay. Let me just add this, for example. I've added this. None. If let me now delete all those categories I added before, which is Abuja and what, and
Ebony.
Lagos and
Mm.
Abuja and Ebonyi. Let them be under Nigeria. I don't even
Okay.
understand my point, sir.
Yes, I can hear you.
Parent location here now should be Nigeria.
Nigeria.
Now
Then
let's
the
assume now that this
cities.
particular we want to create another category now. Let's name it Lagos. Okay, since we don't have Lagos. Lagos. Remember, parent location is already what? Nigeria.
Nigeria. Okay.
Then we click on what? Add new location. Now, what did you notice here now? Lagos
The
is now
Lagos
under
has been
Nigeria.
added. Okay.
Do you understand? Lagos is now
Yeah.
under Nigeria. But the first one, because I did not select that this company has different parent location and all that.
Yeah.
That's why you see them staying alone.
Yeah. I see heading.
So that's exactly what that side mean. So now we come back to this place. What else? Okay. Expiring. If you don't want to include expiring dates, you can also leave it. Then we do what? To hit on publish. Where's our publish? You click here, publish. Now, as I click on publish now let's go back to Mama Ngozi at career. Remember, we have just two career before. Let's refresh. Now you can see the next one has been added, account manager. Do you get? So these are the information. That's how you keep on adding. I hope you guys understand. Any question? Any question? You see the importance of plugin. Why I say that anything you want to do, plugin can actually give you access to those information. You see that career page you just created, and let's assume now that we needed to achieve that, you need it's only a premium premium team that can give you that. But because we don't want to use team, you have to we don't have money to purchase a premium team. Now you have option of using plugin or coding. Do you get? We are still going to show you guys how to write a code, but not deep. When I mention code, now many people will run away. It's not none and it's not mandatory. Do you understand? You can also achieve everything with code. The reason why we teach that part now is because it helps you to reduce the plugin you have on your website. Remember what I said, the more plugin you have on a website, the slower the website. Do you get? Any question?
Yes, I have a question. Sorry, I came late today and I don't know if my question can take us back a bit.
Okay.
But I don't know.
You can
I
ask your
just
question,
wanted
sir.
to ask. Okay. So I was going through the lessons of the modules. So I came across when I wanted to pick a domain because I went to the website for the picking domain and hosting. So
Okay.
some names that I selected, I found out that they have been registered and they're
Okay.
asking me to bid
Okay,
for
to
a
bid.
price.
Okay.
So I wanted to ask, does it mean that some people register some special names and use it as a business, and when someone needs it, they will sell? Because I saw something of $150,000 and the renewal of, let me say, $1,200 and monthly. So I want
Yes.
to see how that works.
Okay.
And
Okay, go ahead.
okay, again, I wanted to ask if I use a team to build my site, is it possible I can change it later, like replace it if I find a better team, or it
Yes.
will require me to start changing everything bit by bit?
Okay. Depending on the kind of website you're building, team is something you can always change team, whether free team or paid team. But if
Okay.
it's a paid team, if it means if you find another one again, you need to do what? Pay money again. Like you want to
Okay.
use another paid team. So before choosing team, if it's a free team, you are using it for free now, you're not paying money. But if it's a paid team, always take your time to research. But know that you can always change theme. You can change theme. Theme is just like you decorating house. When you decorate your house, let's say before you have 70 inches television, later you now see 100 inches. You want to change, you can easily replace all those things. So the same thing applies on themes. You get? Now for the domain aspects, the name you find and you say it has been registered by another person, you're not seeing bidding. In fact, we have a course under the same program now that is called monetization. Under that place, there's also called domain flipping. Do you understand? Which we also disclose part of the ways digital marketers makes money. You get? Now, is people buy domain, they will do what? And sell it. That thing you see then and that's what we call domain marketplace. That place they are bidding is what they call domain marketplace. Do you understand? So people go to that place now for a domain that another person have already purchased. You put it for sale. That's the way many people make money on that. There's a domain I bought. In fact, I did not plan to sell the domain. No. I bought that domain for 5 point something dollar on Namecheap. It's still Namecheap I bought it. Again, this thing happened, I think 4 years ago. Then the website I was trying to make payments on the website to buy team because I want to build a premium team. I received an email from Namecheap's auction. Again, that's a marketplace that somebody is offering to buy that domain for $2,500.
Wow.
Do you understand? Now, I was like, I confirm again to verify to be sure it's coming from Namecheap. Now, it's legit. Now, okay, then what happened? I said, no, I'm not selling $2,500. Do you know the funny thing about this? Website I wanted to build is just a small something. It's not something serious. Just that domain name is very unique. So what I later sold it is $5,200.
Wow.
You get? So remember, I did not list my own. It's just that they need that name, particular name for what they want to build. You get? So, but there is a place we call domain. There's something we call domain flipping. If you don't want to build a website, you can buy a domain, but this is another skill on its own. We have a course on that will show you how to come up with a good name that people are going to search. Because one of the disadvantages of domain flipping is that you can buy a domain and you renew
and nobody will need it.
10 years. Nobody will ask you anything. Do you understand? And you keep on renewing the domain. Any day you fail to renew it, another person will buy it.
It's true.
Do you understand? So, but we have a separate course on that entirely. It's called domain flipping. You get? So when you want to register a domain, you look for a way, come up with a name that is very simple, that is not too long, easy for people to remember. You get? So I have answered that question, sir.
Yes, thank you so much. One more thing. I think I was trying to upload something and you taught us about something about images uploading like SVG. So is there any hacks on how to upload some certain images on the website to make it compatible on any screen or any particular format of image to upload to make the website faster and not lagging behind?
Okay, what is the image format you wanted to upload? Is it SVG?
Yeah, something like that, SVG or JPG or all those.
Okay, and it was not going, right?
No, I didn't really try much, but I just wanted to know if there is any.
Now, in most SVG, you can actually upload SVG through that same place you upload on my image on media. You can upload SVG there, it works. But in a case that did not work, man, you can also install a plugin that will enable you that just type SVG under the plugin. Do you understand? SVG file upload. That's the name of the plugin. It will also enable you. Another alternative again, you can also upload through your cPanel. You go to your cPanel, you go to a place called File Manager. Let me quickly show you that.
All right.
Share screen. Now let's assume this is your cPanel. I believe all of you can see my screen, right?
It's still loading. Yeah, you can see now.
No.
Okay, now this is your cPanel. If you want to upload any file, you come to where? You come to File Manager. You get. But please, when you are doing this, always, like I said, cPanel, they have not talk anything about this. This one is under our advanced course. Because if you don't understand anything on cPanel, you can easily, any mistake you do here now, it's not like you buy a car. Okay, let's say you want to learn how to repair a car, right? you know, you are not going to start with the engine now. You start with
Engine.
all those small ones first. You get so cPanel is like the engine of your website. So that's why we don't pay close
Good.
attention to here until you are now advanced ahead. You're not coming to this. But let's assume you want to upload something. All you need to do, you come to your cPanel, you go straight to you come to this public HTML. Click here. When you click on public HTML, then you go to WP contents. You get. Remember, like I said, this side we are doing and this advanced session. In case for those some of you that might not really understand it, don't worry. We are going to recap this in another course, which is advanced course. Okay. So now when you come to this now, the next thing you do now is you can come to you can see this is your plugin.
Plugins. Yeah.
You can see all your plugins here. Your themes here is also here. If I click on themes now, you're going to see the theme. You can see that theme we are using here now.
Yeah.
This is the name of the
true.
theme, 2025. That's the name of the theme. Do you get? So now, if you come to a place like upload, you can see upload. This upload contain everything we've uploaded on the website. Do you understand? If I click on 2026, for example, now you can see the months here. Remember this Mamango's website, we started it this month, right? So we can see this month is July, right? Is it July? June, July, yes. Now click on 7. Now you see all those images you uploaded, you can see the name of the image, ChatGPT here.
Yeah.
So when you are exactly where you want the thing to be uploaded, what happened? You can just click on where upload here. You see upload up. You click on upload. You can upload any file here, including PDF, anything. You just click on what? Select file. Do you understand?
Right.
So let's assume now that this is the thing you want to upload. I don't have SVG file here, even though I could have used that. Any file, but like I said, any file can work here. Just click here and click on what? Upload. Now I wait for this to load. It's going to show green. Now it has been uploaded. You click on go back. Do you understand? So if you go to your website now, you're going to find that thing you just uploaded. I hope I've answered your question, sir.
Yes, you did.
So that's how to do that. Any other question?
Can I ask one more thing?
Okay, go ahead, sir.
So, you said there is the last comment you made about you will give us a code on how to solve those problems about coding. So, while I was waiting for this course, because I was thinking it will start around 1st of June or something, so I was a bit free, and due to being interested in this particular digital marketing and the whole stuff, I started learning coding on the freecodecamp.org. So I was going through it until you started teaching us how to use WordPress. So I was thinking if the coding is still necessary, or I just focus on the WordPress and use plugins as you just mentioned.
Okay, here is the thing. You know, coding is very important, but it's not mandatory. You get? Now, for example, there are some features I will need on a website because I don't want to use plugin. Then what happen? I will call software developers to help me to get that features. If not that, we now have artificial intelligence, so we don't necessarily need. I don't need a software developer again because I can easily get all those code myself. Do you get? So to be honest with you, I don't write a code. I don't write any single line of code. But coding is not difficult. It's just brainstorming. You get? So now, if you want to go with, you want to still learn that software development, I will advise you still do that. It's very important. And when you have knowledge in software development and WordPress, you are going to become the most dangerous developer. You get? Now, one thing WordPress is better is because building a website using WordPress is faster when you are than coding. Because coding, you need to think about the CSS, you need to think about the styling. There are so many things to think about. You get? So that's why you see a software developer can charge to build one website for $1,000. Why somebody that can also build that same website using WordPress and spend less than $100. You get?
Yeah. Mm.
So if you want to go that, you can still proceed. You get? But like I said, WordPress, the reason I love WordPress is because it's straight to the point.
Yeah.
But if you want to go deep into tech, you want to become a tech somebody, you can do the coding. But if you know you want to focus more like
Web
you want to
development.
become a tech founder, more like a founder, I would advise pay attention to the whole digital marketing course. So even if your company needs, there's a kind of solution you want to build that WordPress cannot give you. Maybe you want to build things like back end that's going to integrate API. You can employ software developer to do that for you.
Okay.
You get?
All right.
I hope I've
Thank you
answered
so
your
much.
question, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay,
Thanks.
somebody asked question in the group. He said, I have a question, but my hand button is not pumping up. Okay, you can go ahead, Mr. Isa. Go ahead and ask a question.
Isa said you already treated it, so use the one of Vitalis Aloma. He's asking if is digital marketing different from arbitrage blogging. I think I've answered this question before. Maybe he wants to hear it from you more.
Okay, different from arbitrage blogging. Okay. Digital marketing is 100% different from arbitrage blogging. But if you are a good digital marketer, you see that arbitrage blogging is just very simple thing you can do. Now, what is arbitrage blogging? Arbitrage blogging is just type of blog. Remember, we have a course on blogging, but we are not doing arbitrage blogging. What we are doing is called SEO blogging. Why? Because arbitrage blogging is more like illegal. Yes, it's more like illegal. I'm going to tell you why it's more like illegal. Arbitrage blogging is you buying traffic, right? You direct that traffic to a website that has Google AdSense. You make money. There's no separate definition about that. Now, why SEO blogging? Now you write a post on your website, you get traffic from Google. People, you use what we call search engine optimization, which is the next course we are entering now. Then people visit. That one is done automatically. Do you get? Now, the reason why arbitrary blogging is kind of illegal now is because many people use scraping. They do what we call scraping. There are tools you can use to generate fake traffic. Because when you start doing arbitrary blogging, I can tell you for free that most people you know that doing arbitrary blogging, they don't rely mostly, even most of them will tell you they are going to buy organic traffic. No, they don't rely heavily on organic traffic. Because even if you want to buy traffic, imagine you're buying traffic. You have two ways you can buy traffic. You can buy traffic from Facebook. You can also buy through Google advertisements. Now, do you want to tell me now that you buy traffic from Google Ad? Remember, you are spending money on Google Ad. Now, you're still directing the same traffic again to your website. And you expect the same Google again and to still pay you more money. I don't know if you understand this. You understand the logic here now. So that's why you want to become good in arbitrary blogging. What they use now is what we call prosy. Do you understand? Then they built a scraping platform, a tools. It's more like a boat. Yes, a boat. That boat now generate traffic is a boat traffic, not real human being. But that tools they build now nurture that traffic. It will act as if it's organic, like as if it's original human being that is visiting a website. Now that bots they build now, we visit your website and start performing function. They can give those bots a task. Say, okay, visit this page, read it for like 2 minutes, then click on one ad. I hope you understand. Now Google automatically assume, okay, this one is organic. Remember, Google is also monitoring their own system using a bot. There's what we call Google bots. It's not human being that is monitoring Google now. Google has billions of users. How many employees they want to employ to be monitoring all the visitors there? I hope you understand. Now, while SEO blogging, now you are doing it organically, you don't have to worry. Now, another major disadvantage of arbitrary blogging now is that in most cases, because remember Google, they monitor the pattern of views. There is no way you're going to do it, no matter the kind of boat you're going to build, that one day your footprint will not be exposed. So what happened? Let's say you generate $1,000 on Google AdSense. Now, Google will deduct, they can even deduct $800. They call it invalid traffic. Do you understand? Because they notice it's a spamming. So that is the difference between arbitrary blogging and what? SEO blogging. Now, arbitrary blogging, if you're a digital marketer, you should know what it is. I'm explaining to you now because I know what digital marketing is all about. And to generate traffic, don't worry, I'm going to show you a platform you can even use to generate invalid traffic. But I'm not telling you to go into arbitrary blogging. Remember, it's more like you're trying to do something that is illegal, right? You're trying to do something that is legal. You are using an illegal way, nurture it to make it to become legal. I hope you understand. In the music sector, in the Nigerian music industry, there's what we call, okay, most of you, there's what we call private streaming ad campaign. But majority of you now, listeners, they know it as a farming. Do you understand? That's the general word they use. They call it in Nigeria. They will say, oh, this artist done farming song. Now, do you know how it works? The same way many of you visit Audiomack, let's say your favorite celebrity that release a song today. Now, the same way people visit Audiomack to play that song. The more people play the song enter the charts. Now, do you know what people do? I'm telling you this secret now because, like, not just I work in the music sector before, but because I have a deep knowledge in that side. You get. So now, what happened? Most PR experts, what they do now is they will create a boat, nurture that boat. That boat will act like human being. The same human being exactly the way you are now. Now they will use what we call proxy. Proxy function like VPN, meaning they are changing the location of that user from Lagos. They will take it to Abakaliki, even select the streets where they want that person to be. You get. Now they can automate it in a way that more than 1 million people will be listening to a particular song at once. You get. So that's what they call the movie. In fact, do you know where this thing is more organic? On TikTok. Is more crazy is on TikTok. And most of all these Chinese manufacturers, they use that, they create so many contents, then they use all these farming systems, create a bot, generate traffic, use it to push their videos. I hope I've answered your question on that aspect. The person that asked, any other question? But remember, I said we have SEO blogging is a course. It should be coming up by next week. I think after content marketing, you should be going to SEO blogging. Again. Any question again before we call it for a day?
Yeah, please, I want to say something. I'm not like actually a question. Oh?
Okay.
Okay, is that about our assignment?
Okay.
I don't know if it will be possible. Those that do submit early, at least they will try to give them access to the next course because of time and everything. Because let me just say, this past one now, I submitted on Friday, I'll be on Saturday, but I was able to access the course on Tuesday evening or so. And because of time factor, I am not able to go through the whole course for the rest of this week now. And this weekend now, I'm usually busy during the weekend. You get. So because of time factor and all, so please, is there a way, at least if some people have to submit the assignment early, then they will have access to the new course early. So even if they have to fix things as well before the end of the week. So we will be following up.
Okay. Thank you very much for that question. I think somebody have actually asked this same question before. But here is the thing. For the assigning those courses, we want to be assigning all the users courses at once because we want all of you, we want this session to be progressive. You get? Because if you say we submit assignment now, I will tell you for free now that some people will use, remember these courses, the way we program it now is just straight to the point. Anything you need to understand, we go straight to the point to teach you about that. But if we make it that way now, some people can even use 2 days to finish 3 courses. You get? Meaning, before we know now, one person is already at a search engine optimization, Google PPC advertisement, right? While another person is still at WordPress website. So when we are having this session, and nobody's going to follow up.
No, that's not what I meant. I mean, like, if we get to submit it like this week, as early as Monday,
Okay,
We
okay.
should please
That
have
one is sure,
access to
Nash.
it
That one is.
as
Remember, you
early
guys
as
are being
Monday. So
granted
even
access to
if we
courses
can,
every week. Do you get? As soon as you submit your assignment, then once your facilitator grade it. Now, this is what I'm going to tell you. Whenever you submit your assignment, you can inform your facilitator. Say you've submitted the assignment, you should help you to go through it. Do you understand?
uh,
So
okay,
once your facilitator grade it, the same day your assignment is graded, that's when most of you receive access to it. You get? So as soon as your
okay,
assignment is graded, you will receive access to the next course.
okay, no problem. Thank you.
Yeah.
Please, one more thing about the assignment. I was trying to see if I can have access or how I can see where it is corrected, my errors, my mistakes, how I should have done it, and what made me score a particular mark. But I don't know how to or where to go about it.
Okay, the assignment is submitted. Now, if you want to see the errors, remember, let's assume now you score 80 and 80 over 100. Now, your facilitator is going to give you a recommendation, area of improvement. Get to see that, go to the course. I believe the only course submitted assignment is the first course, which is Digital Marketing and
Yes.
Online Business Growth Mastery. Click on the course. Now navigate to assignment. Click on assignments. Now when you click on that assignment, you are going to see your scores. Now when you see that score, you see instructor's notes.
Okay.
You're going to see something, instructor's notes.
Okay.
Do you understand? That place, they're going to explain if the name you choose is not normal, they're going to give you a
Okay.
recommendation. Okay, this name is supposed to be shorter, or you are supposed to improve on this, or you did not choose the offer, you did not specify your marketing strategies. You get?
Okay. Mm. Okay.
Okay, any other question?
This one
Okay.
is more like a bonus. As subscribers of this honorable program, can we just have maybe little access to consultations about business, at least maybe on a discount, just in case anybody needs?
Okay, okay. There's no problem. There's no problem. You can
Okay.
message okay, post all the team. Just as far as you are a post, you register for full program, you're already a family. You get.
All right, thank you.
You get.
Thanks.
Okay, no problem. Since
Sir, I want to add, I
okay.
think since after redesigning your website, I have not seen your wealth creation class, your wealth creation program.
Okay, okay, okay. Yes, that words creation, we'll remove it on post-forward completely. We are no longer doing anything finance on post-forward. Where it's coming on is on four corner. You understand?
Okay.
But we have entire different strategy on that four corner that is coming. There are so many things that is actually behind the scene. It's ready, but we don't just want to launch it immediately. Do you get? So we are going
Yes.
to see that very soon on four corner. So on
Okay, why
post-forward, we
I
are
am just
focusing
asking
mostly on
digital marketing.
on digital marketing. You get?
So, but that four corner now, do you have to like learn it the way we usually learn it here in Postford,
Yes,
like the words creation?
yes, it's something similar, but not really necessarily similar. It's an entire okay. Since you guys are full program students, let me just expose everything. Even though I've not said it online before, let me just say it for the first time. Now, the kind of system we are bringing on Four Corner Nine is the same strategy, but different thing entirely. Now, I'm going to tell you how this is going to work. Now, remember, Four Corner is a tech company, but focus majorly on finance. You get? Now, the system we are trying to introduce then is to teach that same financial literacy and in a local way. Do you get? Like this session we are having, and instead of teaching digital marketing, we are using English, right? Even though I miss pidgin in most times, right? So in this case now, I want to teach something like stock market investment Instead of using English, we are going to be using Yoruba, Hausa, Igbo. Do you understand? And
Okay.
another general language, which is what? Pidgin English. I hope you understand.
Okay.
So that's another different strategy. Now I'm going to give you reason why. The reason is because, like I usually tell you guys, the reason I have to expose this now because I want you guys to also learn from this. I said, in a business, as a digital marketer, how you can make money is by solving people's problem. I hope you understand. Now,
Okay.
the first time we did financial literacy on Postford, remember on our financial literacy program, I think the price was, 400,000 naira then, while digital marketing was 450. Yes, that's true. Now, but the kind of combination of courses, like if you see our financial literacy and wealth building program on Postford Business School before, I will tell you for free that even me, when I did my MBA, like most of the items we have on the curriculum, I've never come across it on the MBA. I don't know if you understand where I'm heading to. Now,
Okay.
I didn't say when I was doing my BSc. I hope you understand. I say MBA.
Mm.
Do you understand? That's to tell you now that the kind of information we put there, even somebody that did something like all this PhD or DBA, now they will say, yes, this is actually a profession. Like, this is what they need. Because we expose so many informations, we cover things about trust, insurance, even so many things people don't know about insurance. Do you understand? Taxation, investments, cryptocurrency is very deep. Now, but as that program is ongoing, there is something I notice. Because remember, not everybody, in fact, almost everybody, they don't have any background in finance, accounting, and all that. And there are some points, places we might want to explain, even using English, people will not still understand it. I don't know if you understand my point here.
Okay.
So now, but for people to understand it better, if you use their local language to explain it to them, they will understand. Now, do you know why? One of the reasons why China is one of the most advanced countries on planet is because they have a general language, local language that they use everywhere. Even their business, they don't, it's just now because they are expanding to Africa countries. You see, if their name is, let's say, Chinho, for example, they will now rebrand it to something, to English so that people will be able to read it. You get? So one of the reasons why they are advanced is because they are teaching with a local language. And that's one thing that we are lacking in Nigeria here. In fact, when you even see somebody that doesn't know how to speak English, and I see people, they will be laughing as if English is our language. Do you get? So,
Yeah.
and in most cases, even all this accounting something now, finance, in the universities, I'm using my classmate, for example, now. In most people now, if you ask them, have fun, and like, I remember during our graduation period, ask after this thing now, what next? Man, I thank God I don't come out from this school. That's just it. Now, what is the next? They don't know what next they want to do. Why? Because even ask them, what did you learn from year 1 to final year? They cannot say this is one thing I learned. Do you know why? Because we've been solving a trading profit and loss of account of company that does not exist. Do you understand? So instead of, because what I expected most of this university to do, we have so many public listed companies in Nigeria. So if they want to teach students about balance sheet, they will bring a real company balance sheet because those balance sheet is public information. They use it to teach this trading profit and loss account, this teach all those things, financial statement, break it. That's exactly the same strategy we use on those Postford Business School, this thing, financial literacy program we did. So, but we have to remove it because let finance focus majorly on Four Corner side because Four Corner is a finance platform, while Postword is marketing. You get? So the reason we've not done anything on that aspect, we've not said anything about finance, is because, like I said, there is a new system we are introducing on that Four Corner, which I just reviewed to some of you now. Why did I review this now? For you to understand now that as a digital marketer, you need to pay attention to your customers' feedback. You get to their learning ability, even though they paid money. Let's say, for example, you guys are almost about 30 something on this program. Let's assume now that after the end of this program, it's only 5 students that graduate. Now, we are going to ask a question. Why did 5 students graduate? I don't know if you understand my point.
Yeah.
So we don't just focus on, okay, they have paid money, nothing concerns us again. No, there must be something we need to fix. So if it is the way we are teaching it, it's not making sense. If you want us using another language, you get, we use that. That's exactly the same thing we just spotted on that financial literacy. You get?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
So that's exactly it. It's not that it did not disappear. We still have it, but in more refined ways. Okay, thank you very much for joining. I think
All right, thank you.
this is 8:50 something already. So if you have any other question or you come late, you can ask it in that in your group. See you next week. And also make sure you follow up with your instructors. They will guide you on how to do the assignment. Like I said, the assignment is going to be group. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Mama Ngozi.